She sat down, like talked to my mom. She's like, yeah, there's something I just need to talk about. You know, I'm your boy's girlfriend's mom, and nice to meet you and everything. And then I came out into the living room. She's like, immediately went to bad cop. Like, she was doing the pleasantries with my mom, and then I sat down. She's, where the f are those pictures, you little shit?
I was gonna offer some good advice here. I had a lot to weigh in, but off, kid. Go yourself.
I am 100% ashamed of everything in my life.
Well, look at your wife and kids. You should be.
I thought Poop was making the freaks. You know what I mean?
Look at your
If you're not bleeding from your anus by the end of your shower, you're doing it wrong.
Maybe a pog face if something pog happens.
Emote out of that foot on your Twitch channel. Yeah, it says that Gemini and Aaliyah would like animals.
I left it at home, son. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, hey guys, this is Forehead Fables episode 40-something, I believe.
We're on 50.
We're joined here with Aqua as the guest of honor.
Hey.
He flaked out on us last week, so we got a replacement for him, and that was Jimmy, and then it ended up being so bad that we're throwing that episode
Not
away.
necessarily Jimmy's fault. I feel like that
It
should
was
be put out there.
100% Jimmy's fault.
You guys didn't bring a lot to the table.
We
but
didn't. No, nobody was on their A game.
Yeah.
And then it was so bad, I was like, we need to like fucking step up or something. Because hence the intro, because these things have devolved into just.
I even said last time, are we doing intros anymore? You're like, that's not the kind of podcast.
No, it's not.
But you changed your mind
I think
a lot.
I do. I'm a flip flopper. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Poop. Remember that whole thing about Toy Story 3 where I was like, that's the saddest scene in the world, and it was like the last scene that I had cried at the movies about.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie, Aqua?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that scene where like the incinerator's going and then like they're slowly
tragic.
sinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like tearing up watching that shit with my family. And I was like, that's a sad scene. And Poop didn't quite get it. He was like, it's not that sad. And I was like, it is incredibly sad. I was
not what I said at all.
I was actually crying. But then I was sitting there watching that movie Annihilation with Natalie Portman. And at the end of it, she comes face to face with this Howard the alien guy. He's just like this faceless alien dude.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, dude, he looks so docile and cool. And then she puts a hand grenade in his like hands and blows him up. And I was watching that and like I started tearing up. And I was like, this isn't even sad. Like, it's gotten to the point where I'm like crying at refrigeration commercials.
Are you going through menopause or something?
No, I think I'm just going through like a serious bout of depression where like anything makes me cry. Like I was watching, there was like a refrigeration commercial where this guy's like, it's so hot in my house. I'm like, dude, I know how you feel sometimes. Man. Like,
I live in Florida.
Dude, like, yeah. So I think the whole flip-flopping on issues and my erratic emotional behavior and all those times I call you at 2 a.m. crying.
You've been accusing me of being bipolar a lot lately too. I think you might be doing more of your famous projecting.
I think it might be. I don't know what projecting is, but
really sad though.
Yeah.
And the ending is very sad, but I think I cried during that.
Pixar movies are like engineered by little scientists to make you cry. As far as like the note choices in the songs, like just notes that make humans cry. It's crazy. They really do that. I watched Soul the other night. You ever see Soul?
Yeah, it's good.
God,
I haven't
I was watching that with my wife. She fell asleep in the middle of it, and thank God. She would have thought I was such a bitch.
Bawling.
I was crying my little eyes out.
Isn't that a movie about like jazz musicians or something?
That's like part of it.
Simple, yeah, like
and kind of shifting the focus.
About jazz.
Sam just saw a black guy. This is about jazz or something, right?
They were playing trumpets and shit. Like
no, it is about jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the fucking back. I wasn't trying to say something racist or anything. Like,
yeah, Brian.
Yeah,
well, no,
I saw black people and I was like, all right, I have a guess. Jazz musician, maybe. A chicken establishment, maybe it might be like, what's this movie about?
Rap
no,
music?
I saw they were carrying instruments and shit. I was like, this is jazz. It's a jazz movie, I think.
Form.
Yeah.
Boo, you suck.
You're the one that brought it up, not me, motherfucker.
No, I'm not, bitch. He brought it up. It is a good movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
this is already going so off the rails. We had something set for today, right?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
But
Well,
I just want to say that we're fighting so hard to stay positive. That's why we had you on, Aqua.
Oh,
Because you're such a positive guy. Me and Brian and Poop, we used to be dear friends, and now it's just falling apart at the seams. The stresses of the success
the
of this
great
podcast.
mediator.
Yeah.
We were never that good.
Poops
No,
the
I
whole
think-
underwear.
More than that, I think it's
Ripping
not
us
that you're a
apart.
mediator. We just figured we could viciously attack you for 2 hours and take the heat off Poop for a little bit.
That's fine. It's been a while since I've been abused in your channel or anywhere for a while. I'm due. It's fine. I'm glad I'm here.
Oh, actually,
You don't have to take
Poop. Poop.
it.
You and
Stand up
I
for yourself.
stay
fight
strong,
back.
brother. Yeah.
you know what? Actually,
Well,
this
thanks
morning,
for having me on. It's great to be here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Make yourself at home. We're just gonna get ready for everything we got planned for you.
We were doing so well too, Sam. I feel like we hit a really nice point in our relationship recently. And
It started off so high, like on Rust, we were just best of buds, palling around, and then we moved on to like other games like DayZ and stuff, and then Tarkov hit.
then we
and
became rivals, really.
not rivals, bitter arch enemies. Yeah.
Nemesis, really.
Yeah. Anyway, so this morning I got an email from so we got like the Patreon for this thing, and it's had a moderate amount of success. It's reached that point of success where we're being hit up by like snake oil salesmen.
Oh,
Where
nice.
he sent me like an email where he's like, I couldn't help but notice the Patreon is doing very well, and he's like some fucking guy from Switzerland, which is the Wild West for just
Cool.
insane business crap and like shady dealings, and he's like, what you and your friends need to do, and I can guide you on this journey, is you guys create course material and we sell the curriculum piecemeal, episode by episode. I think you would be able to generate $290,000 in 7 days. And I'm like,
That sounds good to me.
I saw the money and I was like, that sounds fucking awesome. And I was like, what the fuck are we going to be teaching?
Yeah, right?
What?
I'll teach whatever, but what
Yeah,
exactly? Like how to have a successful podcast? This is a fluke.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is not how you have a successful podcast. We throw out episodes left and right because they're so bad. We don't have a winning formula, Yeah.
Generally, a
Art, though.
tremendous waste of time, really.
I know, but so anyways, we should make courses on stuff,
Oh, yeah.
anything other than podcasts. Just like, Brian just does 4
Yeah.
episodes on gardening or something like that in his
Yeah, fuck yeah,
backyard.
dude. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it would be better if we just
This
are
guy's
completely uninformed.
This guy's never had a garden.
You want to see my
He
garden?
looks like the fucking
I got a
troll
picture.
that haunts a garden.
I got a pic- I
Yeah,
have
Brian
noses.
should do a couple episodes on how to have a full-time job and a nice house, but somehow look like you are living in a rape dungeon under your house.
No, I have a TV and a couch.
Close that door.
Room, I have a theory
No,
that room
no.
doesn't even exist. 'Cause you always
Aqua,
are like,
Aqua, watch
What?
this
Look,
shit.
I've got
Brian,
You want
go
me to
close
close the
that door and look how this room changes.
Okay.
Watch this. It looks. You see the TV? Boom.
Oh,
All
God.
of a sudden,
Look at that door.
I know it looks like a doggy door for a man.
It looks like he lives in fucking Belarus.
Man door.
Well, normally the lights are off. I don't have the lights on. I only do it for the
He's
podcast.
got that sickly
normally it
yellowish
looks like this.
color.
It's gray.
It's
Yeah,
not gray.
It's so unnatural.
This is
Yeah.
my average. This is my average work day right here.
And
like
you
this.
can see your
Brian,
underground from the window. It's just
You
the
gotta
whole thing
spruce
doesn't-
that up a little
Yeah.
bit. That looks
can
like
send
where
you some
they found
posters or
Saddam
something.
Hussein hiding underground. That's what it
This is
looks
like
like.
my least cared about room. That's why.
Yeah,
Why? It's where you spend all your time, though.
that's
it
what
should
I
be your
said.
most.
Exact same
Hey,
thing.
would it
It's
kill you
better
to hang
feng
something
shui.
on the wall, Brian?
Yeah,
Fuck.
seriously. You could even just do tacks in a poster.
I can't
like
hear you.
don't even have to get it framed.
I know. You should have something. You should have like pictures, maybe. The
All
problem
right.
is he has no interest. So
Yeah,
what would he hang on the
shit-talking me?
wall? Yeah.
Oh,
What's
you know
happening?
what you need? You need
You-
some figurines from.
He needs some-
we need to get
No,
sponsored by that company
I
so I
tried
can get
to-
one.
I
You
tried
should
to
get a
put
big Miles Davis poster behind
Oh
you.
yeah,
that would
yeah.
be good.
This-
I know how to
Show 'em a
decorate a
brother.
room. Okay.
You
Yeah.
do. You do.
You can't have women in here, but I know how to decorate a room. I got my Han Solo cut out and everything going. It's
I have
got a good
posters. I just
vibe.
don't put them up.
What kind of
Why?
poster?
Why do you
Cowboy
have them?
Bebop.
Well, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Space dandy. Shit like
That's
that.
also cool. You were a fan of that creator, huh?
Yeah.
Are you an assassin? It seems like you're. That's the home of an assassin.
I know.
Someone
No.
needs to
Very
leave at a
Buffalo
moment's
Bill
notice.
vibes. Like that's what it feels like.
Doorknobs.
Is that
and an old
outside
house.
right there on that door, Aqua?
That's simulated
Is that
outside.
We
door
don't
right
talk
behind you?
about that.
Could someone just punch through that glass and grab you?
Yeah, kind of.
Wait. Okay, I got a question, Aqua.
Just some
I got a
guy in a
question.
mask.
If you're streaming, right, and somebody just comes and stands on the other side of that shade, would you be able to see their just shadowed outline of their body?
absolutely.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when you see their penis like hanging out.
That'd be great. Yeah, just their cock sideways. Yeah, the silhouette of
Well,
it.
I usually use a green screen, but yeah.
You could
What'd you
do
do?
Austin Powers bits.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, some guy's erect penis silhouette, and then you see he grabs a handful of what looks like a rat, and then he just slowly puts it up to a shadow.
Yeah, that would be bannable, I think. On
No,
Twitch.
it wouldn't be bannable. You
Nah,
should try it. You should-
Twitch bans for very simple things, but apparently they're very lenient on rat rape silhouettes.
Yeah.
That's where they.
According
That's,
to Brian, the resident Twitch
yeah,
rules
the Twitch
expert.
streamer. I've studied the terms of service. They don't say a damn thing
No,
about rat rape. That's
Rat
not
rape is
something
only
they-
okay if it's in a silhouette form.
Yep.
Yeah,
We've
that's-
talked. I think we've talked about rape too much in the last 3 podcasts.
It seems to be a recurring subject.
Yeah, let's maybe.
Yeah.
about
I was
rat
Speaking of
love.
rape,
Can you love a rat?
Sam, I watched your latest video on your channel, the Chris Hansen thing. How the fuck? How was that a sponsored video? How on earth did they approve that?
You know
That
what's
was-
funny is I was sitting there talking to
The
Saul. and he was-
whole thing is about pedophilia.
the whole thing
entire
is about
thing.
how to smartly
Protecting.
circumvent Chris Hansen to like get around him. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
'Cause he's
it
the
for?
villain in that story. But Stalt and me were sitting there in a call, and he was like, "They're not going to pay you for that. It's not going to happen." And I got an email while I was talking to him, and the email came back from the Dying Light people, and they said, "Hey, saw your video. Good work. Send us the invoice." And I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah. Yeah, so they saw it and were like, "That's fine, whatever."
Hey, you've been chilling out big time for those Dying Light folks. I saw your tweet today too.
Yeah, I know.
That's the
tweet was-
same
giveaway.
contract. Same. I didn't
Yeah.
see. That was the fine print. They were like, "Do the video," and I was like, "Okay." And then at the bottom, it was like, "Also a tweet." And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
The
Usually
tweet
I-
hurts, man.
Usually I
Tweet,
negotiate that out. Yeah, but
That's
it's
an
on
iPad.
them because my Twitter is just shitty, like poop joke and gross stuff, and then like a sponsor, and then it's just gonna get buried with more shitty poop stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
jokes on them anyway.
Are you
Well,
allowed to
good for
delete
you.
those tweets afterwards? Because I
After,
deleted
like,
my raid one, and I didn't know if that was like allowed. Or
Why
You
bother?
deleted
It?
it?
like goes away. Who's gonna go look at your
I don't
timeline?
tweet.
Like,
I don't tweet a ton,
Yeah.
so I'm not.
I
I'm
go-
more of like I'm more of like a Banksy character on the Twitch space and Twitter space. Like very rare, very wise. When I throw down something, that's why I've been streaming once every. It's been getting longer and longer. First it was 6 days, then 7 days. Now it's been 8 days since I've streamed. Kind of building the shadow,
9 days.
shadow presence. What's this fat bitch going now?
so are you guys like, fully comfortable going deep into the woods with Sam away from cell service? And
I'm pretty confident that if he struck me, I'd be able to fight back and I'd kill him so quick. Oh, hey.
hey,
Hey.
we were just talking about the camping trip.
Mm.
Fun
Yeah, sorry.
topic.
The second poop was like, "I'm basically like Banksy." I just took off my headphones and walked away.
Oh, I just took on me. Oh, that was so epic of you when you took those off and walked away. It was
That's
so badass.
almost as epic as when someone's trying to have an engaging conversation on a podcast and then the other person gets their face all like,
Engaging. That's
for
1 out
30
of 4
seconds.
faces. All right, 30 seconds. That'd be a
he does
personal
that.
best.
Like, that's his
Fucking
fucking.
Bill Clinton.
That's,
No, I do
he's
that.
like, that's my opening Jerry
If-
Seinfeld bit.
Yeah.
If you say something I don't like, okay, I'm gonna go Deadface because
A good thing the tables aren't
It's a
turned because
natural-
I would just stay in that dumbass face for 2 hours. Yeah, just like that.
You guys
Yeah.
seen Rocky 4 Robot? This is a bit that's never come up before. I've been thinking about this. You guys ever seen the robot from Rocky 4? Whoa.
Whoa, that's
That
insane.
YouTube video is so funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a damn shame that we don't get to use that. Oh,
I know that was
so
kind
good.
of funny.
That
You could
was
put
so
Mika.
good.
It was not. It wasn't.
The video itself.
It was.
so
It was
good.
one of those
beyond
things where it was
funny.
funny for like you watching it.
Exactly. So
It was really funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny
Imagine
video.
listening to that. It's a fucking
Oh,
podcast.
since when do
Listening-
you care about these?
Well, that's why
you
it's a
you get a
video
little bit of
highlight.
money in your pocket now.
Listening-
You care about all these patrons.
They
and whatnot.
make up like 2% of the listening audience, but like still, even I think on a visual level, like nobody wants to
Someone's
hear you or
someone's gotta-
watch you laugh at a Rocky robot rolling around.
Someone's got to look out for the visual.
Well, that's why you put the
watchers.
clip in the
The
highlight.
clip of it
and then
walking
him
around.
laughing.
Am I
Yeah.
missing something? Was there a robot?
You're missing.
Robot.
You're missing us arguing over whether or not being a reaction YouTuber is a funny thing. That's
No,
that's
Aqua,
really
watch
what it
this
is.
on your own time during this podcast.
Yeah, on
probably,
your own
'cause
time.
There'll be a lot of
this
dead
is part
time.
of the reason
No, let's
why.
keep, let
There'll
it
be a lot of
transition.
dead
You
time
react
during
to
the
it
last
right now. We want to see
episode.
you react to
Yeah,
this.
while you
Yeah,
guys
wait,
just
can I
like
see a
talk
react? Can
about
I see a-
something I have no idea about, I'll just watch that.
Just
just-
as a
Can I
robot.
see a
I'll go
live
dead
reaction?
face. Maybe
No,
I'll chuckle.
Oh my god, reactions are so funny when you do silly, goofy faces.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my god,
hilarious.
when you're watching it,
Maybe a pog face if something pog happens.
you can make an emote out of that. Put it on your
He's
Twitch
rolling
channel.
in.
Now
Yeah.
we're
The
thinking.
music, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, do you guys want to skip on over to therapy time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I was planning on. By the way, Poop, we need to sit down and do an introduction to therapy time. I'm gonna have you laying back on a green screen, and then we'll superimpose you on like one of those little day beds.
I tried to get a thing for that going today, but it's really hard to. I need
And then-
like a chair
and-
with no back.
Yeah,
So I can have the green screen chair be the back.
you just lay yourself over your desk chair, backwards.
Lay
and then-
myself over in
Yeah.
my desk chair. But I don't know, I think you're
Are
overestimating
we
how big my green
treating
screen
boob
is.
today?
That's true.
No,
Yeah.
you're not. No, in that scenario, I would be. Well, I guess I would be the.
Yeah, you would be the
one
patient.
getting-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then I don't want to do that. I want to sit with my with my camel hair, and just go.
We could also do that. Yeah, you could
What
have a green
ails
screen.
you?
Yeah.
I need
Brian
a
was
pipe,
saying
though.
we should get a pipe. Yeah, all of us get pipes, and then
Yeah.
the whole time we're talking about
We should just be ripping away on them too during it.
yeah crack. You know, like
Yeah.
not even
A
little
old tobacco
classy-
pipes.
You know
Can
what's
we-
classier than a wood pipe? A glass pipe. That's
glass-
really classy.
It's harder
Do
to
we expense
manufacture.
the crack rocks? Is that a thing?
Say what?
Can we expense the crack rocks?
I think
No.
so.
I
That
think
could be
it
a
should
corporate. I think
Yeah,
the
it's
IRS would have
addicted
no
to
problem
nicotine.
with you
Yeah.
deducting your crack expenses
no.
for the year.
About
How
$3,000
about
on
vapes
crack.
for effect?
Yeah.
Vapes, like when you see someone vaping, there's so much fucking smoke. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, why is there so much smoke?
I don't know.
Or
a
like
big part of
whatever
it for 'em.
vapor, or whatever it is. It's like ridiculous. It's like,
It's not smoke. It's vape. Okay.
but it's just too much. It like
Yeah.
annoys me how much there is. It's so distracting.
Well, they like to be loud with it. You know, they like the
Yeah.
the
And then that
noise,
crackling. Ugh.
Yeah.
And then
It's a
they
lot.
speak, and it goes like like
And
their
it
voice is
slips
always
out
fucked
every.
up.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like inhaling a
That's
balloon.
So
When-
hot.
When I see
Hailing
a
a whole
streamer
balloon.
that talks like that, it irritates me. It's just they do.
Yeah, fucking-
I know
Hey
two-
guys, how you doing?
Yeah, and then as it like leaves their
Yeah.
fucking lungs, their voice returns to normal. It's the opposite of someone just sitting there ripping on a helium balloon.
Right.
It's not good for you though either.
No.
Yeah. Not only that, but helium's not a renewable resource, which is honestly, you're not being very green. by
Think
ripping on
about
helium
future balloons.
Yeah, think
all
about-
those
think
kids
about
with
the-
a shitty birthday.
Oh my god.
I don't. What's it used for besides balloons? Does it have like a use?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
No, that is really it.
Yeah.
No, I swear to God, there was another thing they were going to use it for. Like, well, I guess it was balloons. Never mind. Never mind. I think they were going to use it for like fucking air travel, right? Fucking hot air balloons and shit. Not hot air, but like the Hindenburg.
Still a balloon, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring back Hindenburg.
But I thought you meant like
Zeppelins.
party balloons and shit. You know? But yeah, balloons basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyways, okay, so I had people write in, and this guy had most of them were pathetic. Everybody's problems are really pathetic. It's always like,
my daddy killed himself.
yeah,
My daddy 90%
of them are like, I like this girl and she doesn't like me back, or some girlfriend issue, like my girlfriend's mean. Yeah, it's always stupid crap like that. But this one is pretty good, huh? How do
My brother won't stop hitting my mom.
Yeah, this one is.
wow,
I can't read that shit.
Yeah, okay. Oh, this is for the audio listeners. You have to read all this.
Yeah, read
No,
it
I'm
out
gonna
loud
read it
now, dog.
Yeah,
now
this
read
guy-
it in their voice.
Yeah.
And he's Moroccan. How do Moroccan people sound?
All right, don't read it in his voice.
Yeah,
It's gonna come off way too offensive.
Okay, so this guy says, I have a problem for you to solve on the podcast. So I live in a Middle Eastern country, Morocco, where public showers are normal there. It's a big sauna with hot and cold water. Anyways, my dad really likes to take showers often because he feels small pinches when dirty. Okay, but there's a problem.
What?
He used to always take
Sounds
me.
like
Can
OCD.
we back up?
There's your first problem.
Okay,
What the fuck are you talking about?
he feels small pinches when he's dirty.
He has fucking OCD. That kid, he's fucking
His
mental.
dad might have OCD right off the bat.
Maybe he has fleas or something.
Yeah.
His dad, your dad is flea ridden. Yeah.
Moroccan
Small
fleas.
little bites, invisible bites riddling my body when I'm rolling in
This
mud.
also sounds like it might be an excuse to go to the showers because of what's following it up.
Okay.
Okay.
So he said, he used to always take me to these since as far as I can remember. And he always scrubs me with the scrub glove, even my ass. And now I'm almost 19 and I decided to go with him. And he insists on scrubbing me and even scrubs my ass too. I think it's pretty fucking gay and I'm straight. But when he takes me with him, I get free money sometimes and it's pretty cool. Do you think it's gay if your dad does this to you? Feel free to say whatever comes to your mind. I don't mind nothing. Still kind of want your opinion.
Writing this down for the podcast.
Yeah, I'm writing this. Yeah. I'm writing this shit down. But he said, I'd like to add that he gets pretty aggressive and loud, especially in the shower. He said, "I said lay down." That's what he said. And then he holds him down and scrubs his asshole with a scrub glove.
Not his asshole, his ass cheek.
Okay,
right?
firstly, is the glove provided by the public shower facility, or is it like bring your own glove?
Does he come with the glove? Yeah.
There's too many details.
I don't know. Yeah,
how
there's
much
a lot
money are you getting?
I have questions here.
The fact that his dad compensates him for going to the showers with him.
Sounds like an exchange of goods and services for money. I mean,
yeah. It sounds like
totally
his dad's normal. Yeah, is that what you're gonna say?
We've all been there with our parents. Come on.
Maybe he just is uncleansy. Do you have a dirty asshole?
No,
and he's just sick of seeing it.
Yeah,
he's just
maybe,
sick of seeing
maybe
your
he's
shit
shaking up
covered
the
ass.
house.
Yeah,
It sounds really fucked
You're not
up,
reaching good enough. Let me fucking take care of this, you stupid kid. And he gives you money because he knows you're not going to amount to anything, so you need his assistance.
The money is the issue here. That's the point where I realized that
I think the issue started
his
right
dad's
before that.
His dad's getting something out of it.
He's
If his
getting-
dad's
Wait,
like, I'm
hold
going to
on.
compensate you for letting me scrub your asshole.
I'm not an expert on Moroccan culture, but is that like, do other 19-year-olds have their dads scrub them down, scrub their asshole in the shower? Is that like a common thing? Because if it is,
Probably
well,
not.
I would assume that public showers are a common thing.
Yeah.
I don't think washing if he's bringing it up as an issue, it's probably not a common thing.
Yeah.
For your dad to hold you down and
maybe he's just breaking the mold, you know? Maybe it's
Son,
like a footloose
clean out your
situation.
asshole with a glove.
He's like, listen, guys, we don't have to deal with our dads doing this anymore.
I ran this one by STALLTT, and he was like, maybe it's like a generational thing. Like his father cleaned his asshole, and so he's gonna clean his kid's asshole. Like that's a whole family of people that don't know how to clean their own asshole, and so they assume that the only way to do it is to have your old pops. What do you mean? I can't clean it myself. I can't see it. You gotta be able to.
Honestly, I don't know how good a job I do down there, you know?
That's
I
true.
do my best, but
I do it until
only-
it
I
starts
can't
bleeding.
see. I can't see what's going on.
I would pay to have someone clean my asshole, and this kid's getting his asshole cleaned and getting paid for it. Fuck's he complaining about?
It goes from brown to red. That's how you know you've done a good job cleaning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clean out all the dirt, and then blood rushes to the
1 second.
surface and seeps out.
Exactly.
That means your pores are all cleaned out too.
Exactly. There's
If you're
no
not
dirt.
bleeding from your anus by the end of your shower, you're doing it wrong. I think.
Where did Poop go?
He just walked away. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I got another one. This one's pretty. Should I wait for him, or do you want me to?
I guess the moral of the story
we didn't
is
offer any support or
No, that one really. There was nothing there to be gleaned. Like, we can't help that man. He's getting raped in a
Say
shower
no.
by his father.
Say you don't want him to touch your asshole. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
just-
that story.
If you're not man enough to go like, Dad, stop fingering my ass with a big rubber glove, then what do you want me to tell you? But I do have another one. That one was
Stop
just more
licking
funny
it clean.
because
You don't have to do
It's
that.
not that fun. It's definitely it's
you forgot
crazy
the
to hear.
it's
glove.
It is
unusual.
It is unusual.
Yeah.
it's
Well, because I'm in the throes of this depressive state, and I
Yeah.
know that, as bad as my day gets, I'm not being held down by my father and having my asshole
Yeah.
scrubbed. So it's kind of made me feel better.
Has his dad ever forgotten to put the glove on? You know how like some people say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm wearing a condom, don't worry," and it slips off.
It fell
Has he ever, has the scrubbing glove
Lost
ever fallen
inside
off?
of you.
He turns around, sees his dad fucking.
Yeah.
Dad, where's the glove? Left it at home, son. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm so.
Oh man, that's a damn shame. You have to do this the way my father did me. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one I have is this one's also kind of funny, I guess. Hold on. This one's none of these are things where it's like we're supposed to help the person. It's more like
We're laughing
Make
at them.
fun of
It's
them
more-
for their awful situations.
this. Yeah, like how am I supposed to help this next kid? This one's long.
Oh my god,
Already,
this
Jesus
one! Holy
Christ.
shit!
Yeah.
Can you get the
It's-
Spark Notes version? This is
I wonder
so
if any of
long.
these two are just fluffed up for the entertainment purpose of the
No,
podcast.
I
If it's
redacted
more
some of it.
ridiculous.
You redacted it. Oh my god!
Yeah,
it was longer.
It was longer. Yeah.
Oh man!
All right. So,
okay.
anyways, this guy says, when I was in 8th grade, I got an iPhone. The only other smartphone I had ever had was an Android Prism, so I didn't know how to set up the iCloud account. I wanted to download games and other stuff, so there was this kid that picked on me, and he was way smaller than me. I could have picked him up and swung him around if I wanted to, but he saw that I just got an iPhone, and that got his attention. He asked me if I had ever had an iPhone before, and I said no. He helped me set up my iCloud account,
Uh-oh.
and I didn't think anything of it. But he remembered my login info, and at some point, his aunt gave him her old iPhone. He logged into my account on it, and I had a lot of fucked up porn on there. I'm talking tentacle porn, futanari porn, you name it. I probably had it. So something I didn't know
Child.
was that these photos synced onto other devices that you had logged into. So the next day, everything was going per usual, sitting, talking to friends and whatnot. And he comes around. He says, "Hey, guess what?" He says, "My aunt gave me an iPhone and it has all sorts of fucked up porn on it." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And he proceeded to show me all the porn. After about 3 or 4 consecutive pictures on his phone, the realization kicked in. This motherfucker took my iCloud info and typed it into his phone. And all the porn pics I had was there. I'm in full panic mode at this point, and he says, "I'm telling my parents about it tonight, and I'll tell you what happens." So the next day he comes in and sits by me and says, "My mom yelled at my aunt, and now she's no longer invited to any family gatherings." And to make a long story short, I inadvertently tore a family apart with pornography. I still think about it to this day, and I feel bad. I really don't know what I should do, and I've only ever told one person about this, and it was my brother. Very odd situation. Anyways, I hope you're doing good, Sam. I hope Poob and Brian are doing good as well, and I hope Aqua dies. Last little bit.
All
right. I was gonna offer some good advice here. I had a lot to weigh in, but
But now you're just like, fuck you.
fuck off, kid. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck
you little porn freak.
You did it.
What kind of
Oh.
family is so like?
Did he
how does
even know?
that tear
Did he
a
even
family-
know I was going to
how
be
does-
on today?
how does an aunt like get accused of having this porn and it tears their family apart? Like, how
What
can
do
a
you
grown
mean?
woman not be like, "That's not my shit"? You know, like.
Well,
I
because
don't know,
people are very protective of their kids.
This
Yeah,
guy
I
said
guess,
in 8th
but-
grade, so these are probably this is
Eighth
probably a
grade,
new
but
tech.
still, like, old people don't, you know, old woman's never gonna see that kind of porn in her life, let alone have it on her phone. You know, like.
You have no idea, dude. Like, people
Well,
have
obviously
kids.
she didn't. You know, this little pervert did it, but I don't know. It just seems like a really, that family wasn't going to last anyway if that's what tears them apart permanently.
Yeah.
Is
Poop,
porn on the phone.
If you had a child and your brother gave your kid a fucking like a hard drive and on it had like hardcore porn on it, and your kid's like, Dad, what is this? Wouldn't you be like
8th grade? This kid's already seen porn before. He's not going, Dad, what is this? He knows what he's looking at.
Dad, what are these?
No, the problem is that that kid was like, "What the? There's like porn all over this phone that my aunt gave me," and the parents were like, they went to the aunt, and they're like, "Did you give our son a phone with porn?" And then the parents were like, "Jake, did you? She says it's not hers. Did you put porn on this phone?" And he's gonna be like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never seen porn."
When you put in someone else's iCloud information, though, you get prompts to sync the information. Like, that's weird that you'd be like...
he's probably just going... Like, he's trying to just hitting yes.
Synced with this kid's
the
phone.
He said this guy's a bully. He probably wanted his family to get torn apart.
That's true, too.
He's probably like, I know exactly what's going to happen. Let's see if this bitch aunt that gave me a free iPhone, let's see how bad we can wreck this. Yeah.
I mean, you're a bully, and you'd never rip you would never, you never hurt the aunt that gave you a free iPhone,
No,
that's
I
fucked
wouldn't.
up.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Not
I
a
guess
bully, am I? I don't think so.
I mean, no.
Nah.
No, you're not. No, please.
Yeah. All right.
Let's chalk it up as you were in 8th grade. You were a kid. You didn't know any better. All right.
You're just a guy who's mean to everyone around him all the time.
That might be kind of bullish.
That too.
A little bit. Yeah, but usually bullies have cronies. I don't think I have any cronies.
You said you were a bully. No, didn't you say you were a bully in school?
Who the fuck saves like porn images to their like photos on their phone? Yeah. That's just weird behavior to begin with. Who the fuck does that?
Video.
That's
don't
even
jerk off to pictures.
Dude, this is like 2005ve.
Yeah, this is.
I don't give a shit.
I don't know how old this guy is, but it's 8th grade, and an iPhone was foreign to this guy, so it was probably new. It's probably when iPhones were like kind of new.
I remember when I was a kid, I went over to my friend's house and he had those PSPs, and and I was like, oh sweet PSP. I had one too, but he always had like the cool, what are those called, the UHD, like the games or whatever, that weird little proprietary cartridge. He had like a bunch of those, so I opened it up and I noticed he has like folders all over like the desktop thing, and it's just full of like ripped muscly woman porn, like bodybuilder women pornography. Just that's all it was, just the most shredded women I've ever seen.
How does that start?
I don't know.
That's weird.
That's weird that he was that young and into it. I'm talking, we were like,
and knew a specific.
We were like 8th grade.
Right?
Usually you start with just like woman, and then you're like, I kind of like this.
In 8th grade, I saw a rock on the ground that kind of looked like a boob, and that was enough for me,
Yeah.
Put it in my mouth. Yeah.
Suck on
These
it.
days are straight up deviants. Holy.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably when you were in elementary school or earlier. That was you weren't even in elementary school when this happened. Yeah, this is a long time ago.
Before I was in elementary, I had my own little nudie mags and whatnot. I'd look at, and I stole them, and I'd glaze over them and go, ooga booga, oh my god. They were pretty cool.
I got into one of my first fist fights over a nudie mag. Like I had like a collection.
Man, what a thing to fight for.
I know, right?
That's so noble.
No, I had a collection.
I'll protect you. You're white knighting a nude woman in a magazine.
Summer break, dude. This is summer break.
The ladies had enough.
Kids are home, right? And it was, my friend came over and he was like leaving my house. And I just happened to have realized when I went back in my room, there was like the corner of a nudie mag was sticking out from under my mattress. I had a pile of them in there, dude. Like I had spine problems from my mattress mounded up from how many nudie mags I had under my bed. And
at least disperse them around.
No, I just had them in a pile. And I lifted it up and I realized my fucking penthouse was gone, the newest one, right? And so I had it was like this weird like mafia fight with this kid where like I confronted him and I was trying to make it seem, because he was like, I'm golden, I'm in front of parents walking out with a nudie mag in my like backpack, and he was like, I was like, dude, what the fuck? You got it. And he's like, what do I got? He's like, by his mom, like getting in his car. I'm like, I know you fucking got it, man. Give me it back. And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, I'm not taking it out right here. My mom's right here. We got into a legit like fight. Like one of those things where like I was trying to like beat him up and his mom was looking like, what's happening over there? And I was like, hey, like waving at her like, oh, it's nothing. And I was just like, fucking it's like, give me back this fucking nudie mag. Like hitting him under the window was like here. And so I'm like trying to like body shot him underneath the fucking the silhouette of the door and everything. Didn't get it back.
Sounds like a real mafia fight. Real classic.
Well, you know, they try
weak ass.
Yeah,
the next day
they try to do stuff if like the cops are nearby. They like grab the person that they have like the gun behind their back and they're like, hey, what's up, cops? We're just hanging out with our friend. And the guy's like, fucking help me, please. Because he was looking at his mom for assistance. And I was just like, blood. Yeah. I was like, give me that shit. There's a picture of Carmen Electra's titty in there. Give me that fucking thing.
Oh my God, Carmen Electra. So you never got it back? You never even like got your retribution?
No. And then what pisses me off, this is the exact same kid that had the muscle. So he took my Penthouse magazine, went home with it, didn't like any of it. He opened this up. He's like, where's the abs? Where's the...
How do you know
this was the PSP kid?
Yeah,
I know he fucking had. He basically admitted to it in the driveway. He's like, I have no, like you could tell when someone's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like he knew what I was talking about. He took it.
Like your brother took it or something, then you just had this hate for this.
Who do you think I stole it from?
Oh,
it's true.
Yeah,
stole that shit right back.
No. Okay, he wouldn't lift up my mattress and go, oh, here's 478 stolen magazines from me. I'm just going to take one.
I was collecting fucking Goosebumps books at the time. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was my zoo books, was human pornography. Every month I got my new zoo book and I said, hell yeah. This is, yeah. This is late elementary school, middle school era.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
I used to use the internet for that shit.
What about you, Pooh? What's your early life masturbation thing? What struggles did you have?
Just a glass of wine, sitting back, lounging. Nothing really.
Thinking
put on a record.
Your sweetheart. Yeah.
Lighting some candles.
A photo that she gave me from when I went to war.
No, when I got the Wii was awesome.
I had my own personal room with a little, like, one of those weird Mac computers that were like colored and plastic or whatever, like those blue.
They had the handle on top.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Zoolander, like pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was fine. Yeah, I didn't really have any, no run-ins with.
So you had a private computer?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you rich kid motherfucker.
It's not well. Here's the thing though. For like the first like 2 years I had it, they bought it for me, and then didn't hook up internet to my room because they didn't even like know what they were doing. They just were like, "Here, computer, like there you go." Yeah. And I didn't know how to use a Mac at all. Like I was like, I don't know how to work this. This is like the saddest thing ever. This is where insanity started to delve into my world. Like. I'd sit up there. It had maybe 2 or 3 games pre-installed. And I didn't know how to like go through the settings or anything. And there was this card game. I didn't understand how it worked. But when you'd click on it, a little ant would pop up and it'd go like and it'd like walk around in a little circle. And I would just like start it, close it, just to hear that like little like music for a second and to watch this ant walk around. And that was like all I really ever did with the computer for like
5 hours
the majority of owning. No, I mean, I wouldn't use it much, but like people would come over and be like, oh my God, you have a computer? I'm like, yeah, check it out. And I'd show them like Ant Game. And that was about it. Like that was really all I did on it.
You said our childhood masturbating was lame. And
I just wasn't masturbating all the time. I was like, I was also.
You're playing with Ant Guy on your
back. Playing with. I was watching him play with himself, and I was. I wouldn't jerk off to him or anything. I just click it to hear the little tune. I go, yes, rocks. And I do, and like
Play
I'd be
that
like,
song I love, Ant-Man. Play that
I'd be
again.
like, Mom, like I don't have internet, and they'd be like, too bad. I'm like, what the fuck is like? Why do I have this computer? It was for nothing. It was just like for looks, really.
Oh God.
And I don't know where it is now.
No,
I
used to
do
use
anything to play that Ant game again.
I bet you I could find it.
You guys remember on
they
like
have a DOS website for that shit. You can probably find it. Yeah.
You guys remember having like a
what?
binder for like GTA codes, like the little cheats you would like?
For on San Andreas and stuff, my brother would just had a couple of sheets and
yeah. I had a binder, and the first like 4 were just the cheat codes that I'd printed out and put in one of those like paper protectors. And then after the first 4, it was like if I found like a spicy picture of booba, I would print it out and put it in this.
Print it out.
Dude, you were just like so.
And then
You were a sexual deviant, you little
Yeah,
monster.
really.
I had like regular college rule paper, and if I found a video I really liked, like I couldn't bookmark it or anything. It's family computer, so I would hand write the URL to the video.
Jesus Christ!
And
God.
and I would
You
put it on a
little
piece
monster.
of paper.
Would you write
Because
like
my mom would
HTTP?
open it. Yeah, the whole 9. Yeah.
What?
HTTP / yeah.
Dude.
But if my mom would open it up and be like, oh, it's just GTA codes and like game stuff. Like I would make it look as nerdy
I
as
get
possible.
it,
That
I
is
get
the
it.
physical
Yeah.
manifestation of the like homework folder that people put on their desktop, where it's like homework, and then inside they have a subfolder called like
And then it was just
essays,
porn.
which then has a subfolder of just like fucking just blown out assholes or whatever you're looking at, stuff you're really
think-
ashamed about.
Yeah,
think I've
I
already-
mean,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Aqua.
Okay, the family computer, like I sort of get that. I wasn't printing anything out or writing down URLs,
It's just
but I
because you
would
hadn't
like
thought of it.
I didn't know how to like clear history or anything. So like I would go on like newgrounds.com, and then like there's some games on there that didn't have anything to do with porn in the URL. But like it was like break all these blocks, and there's like a boob behind it. But you gotta work for it. Like that's the only thing I was brave enough to venture into at the time.
That's like my really. I haven't really become like a deviant. I'm still not a deviant. I still watch like very tame stuff, but my like jerk off, explosions really happened when I got that VR headset. I haven't played a game since I bought it. I played like maybe 3 games on that thing. It just is a porn machine. That's all it is. I have one controller
Isn't
that
that
I use,
exciting?
and the
I've
battery
never-
is almost dead. The other one's full.
I've had a VR set for years. I've never watched porn on it.
Really?
It just doesn't seem that like great.
You're missing
It
out.
just seems annoying to set up.
It's hit or miss. You know what it is? It's hit or miss. You either
You're
love
gonna
it or you hate it.
And it's like, yeah, I have a friend who he just, I'll like go into it sometimes. I'll go in the full sphere. He just likes it because it's like watching it on an
On a big
80-inch
screen.
TV. Like
Yeah.
he'll just put the screen and just be like, it's higher quality
I
that
don't want
way.
to have to like look around.
You don't like you just sit, you're like in your own world of porn.
Yeah, you are in
And,
the porno.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the first time I made that tweet, it was like almost not even an exaggeration when I made a tweet when I first got
Yeah,
it. Like,
I remember the
I just had the
tweet.
biggest animalistic explosion of cum I've ever had in my life. Like it really was almost like a holy moment when I first jerked off using that thing.
If you want to put the effort into it, it's pretty rewarding. Yeah.
The problem is that I did it like once or
I don't have
twice,
time for that shit.
and I realized like
it's the whole
What
thing.
time I put it on, I look up porn.
And you go, "Oh," and that says,
I don't download it. Like I watch this shit in poor quality, but I'm still like,
it sucks.
yeah, Brian's laughing because I know he has a fucking directory of VR
Yeah.
porn. He's got this whole like server.
So many.
Fucking guy has not even offered to share with me at all because I don't feel like searching it up and figuring it out.
Yeah.
But he's got like a whole directory of it. I fucking whacked off twice to VR porn, and it's like you come and then like I don't want to
gotta
get like
take all
cum
the
all over the
stuff
head.
off.
Yeah, you have to like disrobe this whole thing. I feel like you should have like a medieval squire that helps you like My lord, I need.
That'd be awesome.
Or like a
Lord, I need
butler.
to, let me get your headset off, and it's.
You could lick the balls a little bit too, or something. Oh my god!
Are
that'd be
you
awesome.
finished, sir?
I just completely in web myself, and I just go to bed right then. I just
You're
lay
like
there
Darth
with the
Vader
headset
getting
on.
his helmet lifted off. Yes, I am done.
Do you just wake up in the headset, or do you take that off?
No, I wake up in the headset and I just start again, and then
The video is paused at like 2 minminutes in. He's like, "Oh, great."
No,
He
sometimes
starts
though,
it
like
up.
jerk it, like the post nut clarity is so much stronger for me when I take it
you're
off,
like,
and
"Where
I'm
am I?
because like
Where
in 1 second I'm banging
Yeah.
some broad in a tropical villa, and I take it off. I'm in my room in the dark, and I'm like I'm the saddest man in the world every time.
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. Yeah, it's like this
Well,
beautiful,
Brian,
bright
you're in
light
that room after, you know.
Yeah,
It's
you take it
really
off, and
depressing.
It's this dark room, and you're just like, why is this my existence? You can hear the
Well,
fan
it's like
blowing in
porn.
your room because it's fucking hot as shit.
Porn is always filmed in like these ultra modern, like multi-million-dollar mansions with like artwork on the walls and shit. It's always
Yeah, I know.
beautiful.
Yeah,
And then you take it
come back
off,
to a
and
shit
it's just
shack.
you're in
Who
whatever
is-
the fuck Brian's room is right now.
Who owns that real estate? That's what I want to know. Is that just someone like renting out their house? Like, yeah, you can come all over this house.
If I get to watch, it's probably
I lost
normally.
it in the
Get rented.
divorce. Cover it. My wife's getting this
Yeah.
fucking place. Yeah.
You can have this for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Do
go
whatever you
down.
want.
Yeah, no, fucking hell.
Oh, dude, okay. I'm not gonna, because once again, going back, this is just basically reaction humor.
Yeah.
But you remember that one TikTok, I think, has that little thing running and doing a backflip?
Yeah.
This is almost as funny as that. And I just have been sitting on it. Like last night I saw it. And I'm like, wow, Sam and Brian would love this. Like, it's not even up my alley a ton, but
Please
Yeah,
continue.
jerking off.
look at this. Just okay. Stop. I'm so sorry to derail this.
Unrelated.
Stop. Cut this out. The first fucking 2 seconds of this
Okay,
TikTok.
I-
Like, what stretches that?
Yeah.
And also, it's like, did they just forget to like cut that out? Or so it's like a weightlifter. Like, this is some
Yeah.
huge guy, and he's getting chiropractor shit. And at the end, it's like, look how high I can lift my arm. But look at the first thing in the video. What is that? He's just hammering it in.
Wait, I'm just gonna reload so I can see the very beginning.
They just
pounding
gloss over that.
Oh,
Like,
what is he stretched? Like, what is that opening besides his asshole?
You know exactly,
When you need to,
exactly what it's opening. Yeah.
Yeah, when your asshole is ripped open, you're more alert. You feel taller. Look at him.
The noise too. It's almost out of like a fetish like porn thing. Like just getting.
they just include that and
They just
just gloss over it.
there, and it's like a serious TikTok about like, wow, look how good this service is.
Yeah.
It is like the biggest rod I've ever seen. It's being malleted into his asshole. But
That's really good.
that is pretty good. Yeah.
all right,
But-
well, we can gloss over that now.
Kind of pissed off because I've gotten a full body adjustment at my chiropractor. Never
Nothing
once
like-
did he say, "Hold on, I got a railroad spike." Drive into your asshole.
That would be
Are you
so shocking.
satisfied with the opening size of your asshole? Because I have an adjustment for that.
Oh, I got a whole lot more movement in my asshole, Doc. You're a lifesaver. Thank you.
Oh my god! Like, it's just shocking. When I saw that, I'm like, wait, hold on. What was that for? What?
Was it just for the thumbnail? Like, does that determine what the thumbnail is?
Maybe.
The thumbnail
yeah.
normally is so, like, I was just scrolling through it and it just showed that, and then they kept going. And I was like, wait, is this like a funny TikTok?
Yeah.
And I looked at all the comments, and people were like what what was that? And some of the comments are like, wow, this looks so great, like so impressed you can lift your arm that high now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
did you not see the just absolute railing going on at the beginning of that?
You know what's
Yeah.
funny is that I've been watching videos of people. This is like a weird thing to look at, but you ever seen those like the really satisfying compilations of people doing stuff. Like one of them that I've been watching is people they'll work in quarries and they'll manually cut countertop slabs where they'll drill these holes and then they take those fucking railroad spike things and put them in the hole and just wail on them, and that's what they fucking look like. I've never looked at a piece of granite getting split and went, dude, I wish that was my fucking asshole.
That'd be so good.
That'd be great.
Dude, I mean, he looked like that shit felt good. I don't know. Maybe that was like just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
God,
Maybe he was trying to like knock something.
Like what? Like what is he? I just couldn't tell. Like how is this a chiropractor? Is he hitting his like taint? Like just that would hurt.
Maybe
Wouldn't
his
that break you?
tailbone. I don't know. Like fuck.
Maybe yeah.
Yeah, we didn't answer
Yeah.
that kid's question at all. We just
No,
all
we
started
didn't.
talking
Yeah.
about porn.
What was,
Yeah.
what was the
For
phone.
just 1 second though, about that whole taint hammering thing, I got one of those fucking Peloton bikes for Abby,
Taint hammer. Okay.
and it came with this seat that's like like a super thin seat that she got on. She was like, "This fucking hurts like hell. Like it's so small. Like you're not supposed to sit on it. It really is just beating you up." And I sat on it, and it felt like I was getting karate chopped right in the taint. And I got off of the bike and I was like, that kind of felt really good. Like that was incredible. That taint beating I just got. And she was like, isn't that fucking uncomfortable? And then, my sister-in-law got it and she was like, this hurts. And my brother was like, ours hurt too. And so then I felt bad. I was like, yeah, that thing's really uncomfortable. We should get a different. So we got like a big Schwinn like beach bike seat to put on it. A big fat person seat. But
And when no one's looking, you put that seat on, you start.
When she's
Hopping
at
on it.
work, I still have the old Peloton seat. I sometimes just squat on it.
It's on your
gonna do
it's
a
on your
couple
chair
miles.
at your computer right now.
Punish it, you little shit.
Yeah, I just do ass dives down onto it.
It's just like ground pound on it, like,
Yeah.
like Mario.
Yeah. So I understand what that chiropractor is doing. I felt that feel. It's a good feel. Yeah.
God,
Not an absurd or
feel
funny
an inch
video to
taller.
me. That's just good therapy.
I feel like you could blow air out like into your asshole after that, and it'd just come out your mouth. Like, that is so fucking such a big rod. Oh, getting a rod that big, opening you up.
Yeah.
God, I mean, it'd have to feel good to a certain extent, but
Yeah.
But the big juicy rod.
I feel like I would just like shit would just pour out of me after that too. Oh wait, okay, this has nothing to do with really much, but I don't know if it was a byproduct of the crud. I would take being sick for this week
what's the
all over
crud?
again. It's like
What's
the
going on?
suds. But
Suds?
I would
All right,
take
okay.
being sick all over again for last night. Personal best, the longest shit I've ever taken in my life. One continuous single. Like, do you guys remember your like greatest of all time? Because I just hit it, and it's like what a blessing. to
I
happen to
remember
a guy
it
like
for
me.
a while. And I like think about it like that was fucking crazy.
It
I
was
can't
well
believe
over
that.
a foot long, one continuous one, and it like went down the fucking hole, and I like shined a flashlight in there, like. You know, I couldn't see enough. I thought about getting some rubber gloves and pulling it out to take an official photo.
Yeah.
But
Like,
it was
like
like
a man with his bass
Like a
at the
fish,
lake
yeah.
holding it up.
it didn't even feel like you know, you would think
Not
you know
smiling, just like
Yeah.
you would think like during it you'd be like, this is my biggest one ever. Oh my god. It just felt like the most mundane shit. I was just scrolling through my phone.
Yeah.
Even I thought it would even be, you know, on the unimpressive side. And then I stood up and like looked at it and was just blown away. I was just in pure shock.
Yeah,
It was
I've thought a lot about this. The ones that are like really like impressively long like that, they don't feel like something special because they're just like normal width. You only can tell when they're excessively
thick,
wide. That's when you are like, wait a minute, something's going on here. Something noteworthy that I notice.
It wasn't excessive. It looked like a very expensive dildo though. Like it was fucking it was huge.
I already
It
told
was-
you mine.
It ripped me apart. No, I'm just kidding. Once again, I didn't feel it even.
Yeah, I didn't feel it at all. It's my ass is gay.
You ever had the opposite where you're sitting there straining and you think you're passing this giant
rabbit poop comes out?
It's just
feels
little
like
ball,
a brick is coming out
and
of your
you're
ass
like, I would be
horizontally.
I'd be a pathetic gay guy. This is pathetic. Well, I was crying on the toilet passing this thing, and it's just this little.
It's probably a different.
It looks like a little Lego
going
brick.
in and out. I think you'd be great at taking it.
Thank you.
I've thought about this a lot for you.
Yeah,
I think.
No.
I think I could give it to you well, but
I think you could too.
Hey, maybe during the camping trip.
Maybe during the camping.
Find out. Yeah.
I'll take any and all compliments coming my way.
Rods.
You know,
I'll bring one of those big ass railroad rods. We can
and a hammer, a plastic hammer.
Yeah, I mean,
sure
you just
after all
said
the
you
hiking,
enjoyed the bike seat, so
my body's going to be tight and everything.
You never know.
Yeah, just like 6 guys opening each other up.
Yeah. Hold on, let me loosen you. And it's just, we should start doing that in front of Bizzle, and he would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I had my prostate examined recently.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Because I'm old.
How old are you?
Over 30. I'm 32.
Wait, they just start cramming it in over 30?
Yep.
You get a boner when you do
You're
it?
turning 30, right?
Yeah. I've already told my doctor. I was like, your physician assistant is who's going to be doing it.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? Because it's a lady, first of all. But I'm like, because he's got ridiculous hands. It'd be like
he have those big sausage
banana hands. He has like George Foreman's hands. Like they're fucking huge. He looks like he could be like a heavyweight boxer. And he's like, why won't you let me? I'm like, dude, I would have to go to the chiropractor and get my asshole hammered out first before I could get a prostate exam from you.
My doctor has very dainty, thin fingers, thankfully.
He's got those.
But I mean, he put his whole fist in there, so I mean, it didn't really matter.
It's bony.
You get in there. Fucking pull it open. Let me see what's going on.
With
there.
a flashlight.
Spent like an hour in there too. I don't know what he was doing all that time. He actually went like this and put his whole head in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't. That was my second time having it done because I'm 32. I've been to the doctor twice now, over 30.
They say you only need to do it once every 10 years.
No, it's part of the checkup.
Once a year?
Aqua's been going like once a week.
Oh my god.
Right, dude, listen. It's the only
Doctor,
one
don't
that'll
feel like
do
you
that
got
for
it
me.
last time.
Sorry.
We need to do it again. Doctor's like, first of all, you passed for this 10 years before you're supposed to. Second of all, I did fine the first time. Yeah.
I asked my pediatrician. He said no, so I had to wait until over 30.
I was still going to my pediatrician when I was like 20.
Same.
Yeah.
I went until he was like, you cannot come here anymore. Like, get the fuck out.
I was so pissed off. Because I was like,
me too.
you sit in these rooms with like the little building block wallpaper and everything, and like elephants and shit. Yeah. And you get to play with the beads on the wire. You know,
those are fun.
Yeah.
I'd rather look at like
fun toy ever.
Yeah, like there you get to look at Thomas the Tank Engine on the wall or whatever it is, and my current doctor, it's like, here's the 5 things you need to look for to make sure you don't have like cancer in your asshole or something. And it's like, I don't want to look at that. You're freaking me out even more. I don't even want to be here to begin with.
How about you tell me if I have cancer in my asshole?
Yeah.
Fuck
Don't
you.
have this sign do it. Get in there and figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, my teeth hurt, Mom. My teeth hurt. They go, shut up. And they, you won't feel it if you won't complain if your finger's broken. And my mom would break my finger. God.
Every damn time.
Yeah, that mean bitch. She's gonna find these one day and be like, "What the hell? Like you could have gone to the doctor if you just asked, you know."
You think she would make it this far through the fucking podcast? No.
When I talked about being in a jerk off machine, she'd probably go, "Oh my god."
Turn it up. I thought you said your parents were like Harley people.
There's like when you think of, I said they both owned motorcycles. That doesn't make them like Harley people. And she's also definitely a lot different. Like she had a motorcycle bar for a while and had a motorcycle and stuff.
What kind of bitch owns a motorcycle bar?
But
and
it's
then,
not. What kind of bitch? Don't you call my mother a bitch?
What kind of fucking dirt tramp owns a
Dirt
motor.
tramp. My mom would kick your ass, you little fucking swamp bitch. Okay, shut up.
What kind of
What do you
gutter
mean?
bitch owns a motorcycle
Gutter
bar?
bitch? That
And
was like
then-
her third business.
And then,
Like, if
but
she wasn't-
would shy away from masturbating with a VR headset. Like those are supposed to be like,
Well,
you know,
you stereotype
rough and
everything in
tumble
life.
people.
You stereotype every race. You stereotype every
no, but
gender.
Abby's,
You think a
Abby's
person
family, they're heavy into
with
that
a
motorcycle
motorcycle?
shit, and they're
My
vulgar
mom-
as hell.
No one else in her family was into motorcycles. Like she was the first one that got
So
one.
she
She's
was
not
a-
like a
a goody-
motorcycle.
She's a goody
she's not like a
two-shoes
goody-
motorcycle lady.
No, I just don't think, I think it's different than you're making it sound like she was some fucking fat, like Harley bitch on the back. I got my bike and I got my
I'm
fucking
just saying,
beer.
if you're in that kind of culture and you have like motorcycles and shit, and you have a
I think-
motorcycle bar, you would not be like, oh my goodness, my little boy poop.
Okay, well, that was
Said
like
bad
also
word.
My boy cranking
that
his
was
hog,
also
and then she
like
started
20
cheering
years
for him.
ago, like 20,
She's
30
gotten
years ago. Like,
soft.
Oh.
yeah,
she's
she's not like
softened up. She
yeah,
find
she's softened
religion.
up.
She
Yeah,
found
that's
She's
what I was
never
gonna
been
say.
religious. No, but she still
God
wouldn't want
and
to hear about her.
gears.
No one wants to hear about their kid in a jerk off machine, you idiot. Like that's not a weird. That's not a weird like. Oh, your
Poop's
mom had a
mom?
motorcycle, and now she doesn't want to hear
Yeah.
about her son talking about being
very-
in a beach orgy.
yeah.
Thinking volcano eruption comes.
No,
Yeah.
that's just
That's very normal.
People are much more complicated than you give them credit for.
No, they're not. They're very simple creatures. But
You're
all
incredibly simple.
if Poob's mom is listening, that's
She
just
never
how
will be.
that's how he dealt with quarantine. There's nothing wrong with that. He's a
Yeah.
mature boy.
I'm not saying she'd like
Yeah.
be mad at me. She'd just say, "Wow, that's gross."
Yeah,
she wouldn't. She wouldn't
Okay,
like call me and be
Sam.
like, "What have you been doing over there?" Like
If your
you,
dad-
you have just a bad relationship with your parents, and you
I think
take
I
it
do.
out on,
I think
on
that's
other
exactly
people.
what it is. Yeah.
Sam, if your dad was like, planning to come over your house and just was like, "Hey, sorry I'm late. I was I got caught up beaten off in VR porn for like 2 hours." That wouldn't like bother you.
Okay,
It
the
wouldn't be
difference
like,
is
"Ew."
the difference
It'll be
is he
like,
called
"Oh,
me
yeah,
up
dude."
and said it.
Tell
But
you.
if he had
Yeah.
a podcast that he didn't tell me about, and then I stumbled upon it and was like poking my way through his personal little podcast and shit, and he offered that information up, I'd be like, oh, well, I'm on his turf. Like, duh.
Wow, you're so reasonable. You're so
Yeah, but you wouldn't listen to
I'm on
it.
his turf. Duh. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be like, ugh. Dad,
You
what
wouldn't,
the
like,
fuck?
turn
My
it
dad
off?
whacks off. Like, what about it? Everybody does it.
Oh, okay, how about this? Better
You
yet,
don't want to
if it was
hear
your
about it
mom.
though.
You don't always. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so crude. You're more crude than the truckers and the goddamn bikers that would
there's
eat dirt
a
off the
middle
bar
ground, like,
bottom.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
now
like
there's some middle ground. I
Yeah.
thought it was extremes. If you're a biker,
No.
you're a fat bitch that eats dirt off the ground.
No,
You're
I'm saying if like my
fat bitch that
dad's
loves to
like
watch
whacking up,
herself
I'm not gonna
masturbate.
call him up and be like, Dad, I saw you masturbated on your podcast. That's awesome. Good job for
My-
you. Like,
No, not that either.
No one would do that.
no,
That's
yeah.
all we're saying. But you
He's
just
just saying
took
his
that
mom would
so
have
far.
a near heart attack and
I'm not
faint
saying
and
shit.
then
I
turn
said-
off the podcast.
What part of my
Ew.
mom?
That's-
What part of
yeah.
saying my mom would
Disown him.
go, "Oh my God,"
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
you guys say,
Write him out of the will,
What?
and,
Did
like,
this
all that.
bitch
And
find
no
religion?
Christmas presents
Is
for
she
you
religious?
this year.
This song
You and that
You must
gross
be-
penis and
you
podcast
must be a
ears.
found again Christian to not want to hear your son talk about being in a porn contraption
Yeah.
for months. Months just
Yeah.
living in the drain, webbing himself
Falling
when he's
asleep,
done.
waking up, coming.
You don't.
like,
No
yeah.
one wants to hear that because I'm also exaggerating. Like, and she might not. She
No,
might
don't
think
say
I really
that.
do
Don't
it
say
and
that.
web myself.
These people pay for this podcast to
Yeah.
hear factual
Yeah.
stuff. They thought.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm starting to see these people in real life now, and they need to know I'm not. I'm not going to talk to them about this
Yeah.
shit in
They're
person
gonna-
or something.
You're gonna be at the store with your mom, and this guy's gonna be like, "Yo, it's Poop from the podcast, guys. This is the guy that woke up. He went to sleep coming, and then woke up and continued coming for like all
Yeah.
of quarantine.
And there's his
Yeah.
dumb bitch biker mom. Right there.
Stupid gutter
that
trash
dyke bitch.
mom. She owned a motorcycle 20
I
years
mean-
ago. She's a murderer, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this
I bet she
podcast
has crystal
before.
meth.
Poop uses this for dates on Tinder, right? You're making them
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
bad out here. No
Yeah.
one wants a potential you
Has
know,
it gotten
love
you any dates
interest.
since?
Just
No, it's
how are they
not
going to
gotten
compete
me-
with
no, it's
VR
gonna-
porn? You
but
know,
when
that's
people
cutting
ask-
edge technology.
Yeah,
That's true. It's
They're
true,
like,
Aqua,
man,
it is.
I really like this poop guy, but like, how can I
That's what they
compete
call
with
me.
that?
Yeah.
He's
I
also
say,
he's spoken
"Pooh,
for.
charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, God, no. People keep asking me what I like. I'm trying to be more open about. I'm trying to, be a little bit more like.
No,
You know
don't.
what? This is what I do. When people ask, I'm
You
not going to
can't.
be like embarrassed. I'm going to be like, yeah, I do a podcast with my friends. I work for. I'm an
it's so
underling
funny.
on a podcast, and
It's
I do
so funny.
streaming.
Like, this is like a, quote unquote, like a desirable job, right? To just be like an internet kind of person, right? But like, I am
They have
so
no
fucking
idea.
ashamed of it. Like,
No.
my friends are like bankers, or like they work in like, whatever, like have like real jobs, and I just like play around on the computer and like it's like nothing to be embarrassed about, but I am like ashamed for some reason.
it's
Do you
fucked
feel
up,
that
'cause-
way, Sam?
Yes, and it. Oh, sorry, Sam.
The
Obviously.
No.
Well, he
either
doesn't.
Sam.
He's shameless because he doesn't even talk to anyone anyway in real life.
I've realized
so.
that if you tell them what you're doing, because I talk to all my neighbors and stuff. If you tell
They
them
ask
what you
you,
do, they start
They
asking
count.
more questions and more questions, and then they tell their kids, and their kids are like, "Oh my god!" And then they like, I've had neighborhood kids like come up and like, I had one, that level where like you realize you can converse with adults and they're no longer like, "Yes sir," no ma'am, or whatever. When you're like in middle school, probably this kid hit middle school and he's like, I can talk to Sam now. And so he found out I do YouTube, and he like knocked on my door like 2 PM. I'm like in the middle of like editing and stuff. And I like go, no, I was streaming. I opened up the door
No.
and he's like, hey man, do you play Fortnite? Cause I have been having like legit, that was the shit. And I was like, dude, I can't talk about this shit right now, dude. I gotta go. Like, I was like, I'm sorry, man. I'll talk to you later. But yeah, I've resorted to, sometimes if I know it's someone, you can kind of tell if they're gonna start asking questions. I've told some of my neighbors, I'm like, yeah, I'm in the porn industry, and
Seriously?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
just go
have
even
not.
worse so that they don't fucking ask questions. And then some people that I know aren't technologically quite there, I just go like, I do like post-production stuff from the house.
Yeah, I just
What now?
say I'm in online media.
That's what fucking Omid says too.
I
something
told
like
him
that.
to say that.
Okay, well that's
It's like-
but
He
what
stole
if
from
I'm
you.
trying to form a relationship with someone and they're
Well,
like,
then
what do you
eventually
do
you-
for
Problem.
money?
Because
Eventually
my
you tell them.
neighbors,
Money,
I
Mike,
didn't realize started, they have like a community where they all talk. And so some people are like, Sam told me he does like porn at home. And then the other people are like, he said he did post-production. And then these other people are like, oh, he does like YouTube because he thought I was cool. So he told me the truth.
Yeah.
and,
Oh.
and so now they're like, he's just a fucking liar.
Yeah.
And they like, I had one lady confront me. She was like, did you tell like these? And I was like, yeah, I lied to you. I didn't know if you could take it. I'm sorry, but yeah, I do.
No, you
YouTube
should
stuff.
have told them you do like Google surveys for money all day for 8 hours.
I bought a house with
Oh,
Google
shit.
surveys. Yeah.
Oh, they don't know.
They don't know. They would be like, holy shit, I can answer questions and buy a house with it? Hell yeah.
man. Go ahead.
They would be asking me what surveys. I just try to avoid more questions about my life.
That's true.
If you bring up like, yeah, I found basically a money printing machine where I just answer a couple questions and I get thousands of dollars, that would be a whole lot of questions. Jesus. Yeah.
It's super shameful, Aqua. And it's like, is there
Yeah.
anything worse to tell like college age people too? And they're like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm on a
play video
podcast where
games.
3 white guys. It's like a comedy podcast.
Why you gotta say what color skin they are, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
like,
why-
just like, what do we
No,
know
like,
about the world?
the
Like,
Okay,
we
average-
so
sit here
if
and we-
Brian was black, this would be more socially
You'd be more
acceptable.
proud.
I would tell everyone on the block about this podcast.
I know a black guy, and there's
Yeah,
hours
and
of me
I-
talking to him.
I not okay, but that's not where I'm going with that.
I feel like a podcast is at
Sam
least.
Sorry, go on.
I feel like a podcast is at least digestible to like the average person.
Yeah.
They'll
You're like
understand.
No,
saying
it's better.
I'm on a podcast, a successful podcast, like that That like doesn't sound like weird and silly. Like that, like
They ask
people
you immediately
understand
which
that.
one.
But I'm not
But
going to
they
be
ask
the guy.
you which
I'm not
one.
going to say I'm on a successful podcast. That sounds
Well, no, of course, but like
I'm on a
obviously you wouldn't
podcast,
say
and then they
that.
just instantly assume it's just you're in some floundering, which is not far from the truth, podcast where you just talk about a bunch of bullshit for hours, and it's like, or do I tell them I'm a streamer, and then they somehow see one of my streams where I'm acting like a madman? It's like, I
let me
can't
look
win.
at your stream history. You're not
Well, they-
really a streamer.
Yeah, they would.
well, he's
I
going
used
for
to
like a
be.
Banksy thing. You
Yeah,
know?
more of a Banksy type, but I hit every once in a while, and everyone talks about it on Twitch for a while after I stream.
yeah,
Yeah,
the whole
it
internet
fucking
blows
sucks.
up in a roar of poop clutter.
Yeah.
It really does.
He's back.
I'm trying to be more like, this is what I do though, and I need to not be so goddamn ashamed like Aqua. I'm not gonna hide it forever.
I'm so
gonna
ashamed.
start. I'm gonna start.
Well, you
and
can't
it's
tell.
like-
You
well,
can't
it's
tell
bullshit 'cause
everybody.
I
You gotta
play,
have
like,
a vague
less-
answer.
I play less games than like all my friends, I feel like, and I'm still have to be the guy that's like, yeah, I'm a gamer as my job. Like,
Why do
that's
you
what
just
I
lie then, like
do.
Sam?
I don't want to just lie.
Vaguely, you went to school,
feels great.
school for
You should do
you
it.
went to school for like programming or whatever, right? Just say you're doing that.
Well, that's when I talk to
You work
adults.
from
When I
home.
have to talk to like real adults, because I've had to do that a lot lately, like small talk with like graduation parties, like people's parents that are all successful and stuff. They're like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Well, I was a software engineer
Don't say
for a
you
little bit.
don't
I
say
lead
was.
with that."
Yeah.
I go, now I dabble in other things. Sticker production, sticker design. No, I just like yeah. I guess I do the
And
same
then
thing you do.
Your business card is you pull out one of your stickers and you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Do they
I
stick
stick
any
it
better
right on
now?
there.
Last
You go,
we talked,
here's
they
one
were
on the
$1.
house. It's
Yeah.
a piece of pizza that rides a unicycle that is a piece of cutter.
Peter, pizza eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when they go, "Oh, is that Jeff over there
Yeah,
by
I
the
think
and then yeah.
That's when they
The
Disappear
valet
in a
is
ball of
calling me.
smoke.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta.
And
And then they
he
just
calmly
leave.
he sticks the fucking pizza
I
guy
think
on,
that-
on the back of his jacket. He's just like, there you go.
That might be slightly more shameful or embarrassing. I
yeah,
make these.
I don't show them the freaks until much later.
Yeah.
Later.
Okay.
Most haven't even seen them.
I feel like you live a double life more than most. There's like,
In a
there's
way.
you, and then there's Poob. Poob is a little goblin man who makes little freaks and stuff.
He does not like being referred to a goblin
It's
man.
it's Gemini. What can I say? I'm Sam half the time. I'm 80% of the time, and then when I want some money, when I want to cash a check really quick, I morph into Sam loves to talk about how I put on these masks. I morph into Poob, and
I
then
saw that.
I just go to town.
That turned into a big argument, but this is nothing but just backing up my argument in that
Well,
because
joking.
he is absolutely ashamed of his online everything.
I'm ashamed of telling hot women that I'm a gamer. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Throw me away and lock me away and throw away the key. Okay, my bad. Aqua's way more successful than I am, and he's still ashamed. That makes me feel like there's no hope. You told me you're ashamed. You're also, successful in what you do,
Well,
and you
I'm
tell your
saying
neighbor. You'd rather
we
tell your neighbors
shouldn't
you're
be,
a
though.
porno man.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
also
no, it's
shameful
it's
man.
not it's not because of shame of the production. It's I don't want them like. I guess that does root down to shame. I guess, but them
You're not so
it does
different,
boil
are
it
you?
down to I guess shame. But I don't want them like rooting around my life more than anything. The same reason why I don't, get on YouTube and go, my address is blank, 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 and here's my fucking blah, blah, and Abby works at blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't, just because we shake hands and are friendly doesn't mean you're privy to every little bit of information in my life, So I
Yeah.
make up stuff.
Why are you ashamed of your real life?
I am 100% ashamed of
the problem-
everything in my life. Everything
The
I
first
look
thing-
at.
Well, look at your wife and kids. You should be.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the
Oh,
family
shit.
you've raised.
Yeah.
Well,
It's ashamed across the board.
I thought Poop was making the freaks. You know what I
look,
mean?
look at your dog.
Yeah.
Look at that
Oh, wait,
dumbass
speaking
dog
of-
you've got going on.
Dude, my dog is fucking tight as hell. By the way, I feel like our dogs would be homies. I feel like our dogs are
probably.
homie material. Do you have a submissive dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's kind of
made
yeah,
sure.
he is pretty. I mean, it's because my parents' dogs are like 120 pounds each, but he is like, he sees them, he lays on his back and he just waits, you know.
To get
Yeah,
fucking
that's what
around.
I
mine
don't know
is
where he
too,
learned
yeah.
it.
Ain't.
I'm an alpha around the house, so maybe that's why.
I think that's what it is too.
I'm a sigma male, and he's just like such a beta. It makes me sick. I'm trying to raise him to be better.
He walks. He goes to his mom's house.
I've
smacks
noticed
the
you
other dogs
use
in
the
ass.
term
He's
sigma
like, yeah.
male a lot. Is that like a?
Do I use that a lot? I use it.
What's the difference between a sigma and an alpha male? I don't know the hierarchy.
Fuck, I don't really know either. I just know a bunch of like.
Higher up.
It's like a bunch of little. Oh my god! Here come the comments. You guys don't know anything about what you're talking about. It's a bunch of Jordan Peterson, like Joe Rogan
Yeah.
stuff. Like it's somewhere in that realm where people start to get like, I'm not just an alpha, I'm a sigma male, which is somehow, it's like
Isn't that
John
lore?
Wick level or something. It's like it's like very delusional. You can look
There's
it
a
up.
whole
But
YouTube
I'm gonna look
community
it
of
up.
John Wick.
Sigma male.
it's like it's a new level of just like, I am a badass man. I am
okay. Wait. So what's the
fucking-
difference between a sigma male is it's a masculinist subculture for a popular, successful, but highly independent and self-reliant man.
Yeah, it's about more being like a lone wolf badass alpha male.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but John
It's
Wick's
about-
not
it's
one
a-
of those because he relies on that
Yeah.
that hotel with the butlers, the gun
But he's
butlers.
still overall pretty
the literal giant
independent.
building known as TO. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
independent, but he has, people supply him with stuff all the time, and
He's
Yeah, it's
using them as a
bullshit.
means to an end, which is
he's
badass.
more reliant, I think, than anything. He's,
No, I think he could kill a guy with a pencil. He's the most badass guy ever.
he
He's in
couldn't kill a man
Fortnite.
with a pencil if he didn't have the pencil manufacturer make it. So he's kind of relying on them. Alpha male.
Sigma males don't wear
The carpenter
clothes
is
or
only as good as his
they
tools.
kill with
Yeah.
their penis and fingernails only. Those are the
yeah, they grow out their fingernails and they scratch and they claw like a Sigma
only
male.
things that they use. Yeah.
They're very animalistic. It's yeah, it's all just
So
a
why
bunch
would
of,
you want to be one of the? Okay, so I looked up Sigma
Because-
and Alpha male, and there's the Sigma. They have a picture of John Wick, and then Alpha
Yep.
male they have a picture of Thor.
Wait, they actually do John Wick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently.
dude, no, I've seen pictures where it's like YouTube thumbnails where it's like how to be a Sigma male and it'll be a picture of John Wick. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy.
John Wick is from a movie. Like
Yeah.
who's
No, and
like
he's a fictional character.
Yeah,
These
really,
people are
like,
no, they really
come
are like
on.
Wait,
I don't
Sigma.
Nobody's
this fucking-
like that for real. No one
the
can
Sigma
trade
and
little
Alpha.
gold doubloons for like firearms and like in some
He's-
weird underground society of assassins.
I feel like he's like that too because his family got murdered or whatever. Like no one. Why would you want to be that guy?
Yeah.
You know?
Makes these.
Oh.
Look, this is
Hold on.
fake, right?
Sam, no, it's. I see a lot about it, which means it's got to be
Yes.
real.
Sigma, super smart and extremely attractive, the manipulative mastermind. He is super ambitious and his own boss. Yeah, that's real.
about-
Somebody
it's
made-
like-
Yeah.
I'm
It
being a
sounds like
man
this
boss.
was made up by people that are at the very bottom of the hierarchy,
That
and they're just
are
like,
omega
I
males.
aspire to be this totally independent guy.
They put on
He
their VR
forges-
headset.
He forges his own coins to barter with, like he's outside of
This is his own thing.
his
His
weird
own-
shit. He's got his own.
Trust me, you want this coin. I'm telling you, it's really useful in some places.
It's got my profile picture on it. Yeah. Now they even made like a little food triangle of the hierarchy, and it's the alpha, beta, delta, gamma, omega male. Which apparently there's.
Yeah.
I thought it was just alphas and then omegas. Where I thought it
That
were
was
alphas
what's
and
in
beta,
the middle?
deltas and gamma males.
I'm probably like a gamma male.
But then
What
next
it-
to the alpha male, there's like a
Cosmic
little
omega.
dotted line that goes over to sigma male, and it says sigma and alphas are equal. The sigma male sits outside the hierarchy by his own choice. He's just an alpha male with a
Sigma
trench
male's
coat
guy
and a
that can't get
fedora.
pussy.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sigma
it's-
male's an alpha male that's like so dissociated from pussy that he's like, that's actually badass to be this lonely.
you know what's funny
Actually
is I feel
cool.
like from the sigma male's perspective, he's like alpha males and me are like the same
No,
guy, and then
no.
from the alpha male's perspective, he's just like you're a fucking gamma male, like you're just
Yeah,
down there.
Yes, Sigma
You're a
is like
fucking loser.
3 omegas fucking stacking up on each other, covered in a trench coat, trying to sneak in to an alpha male movie. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It's fucking, that's just bullshit, dude.
He didn't even get like invited to the triangle. What the?
No, he's
Does it have a
Yeah, no,
description
they
of
don't
what a
want
gamma male is?
let's
Like in the
Socially
pyramid.
inept guy with too much testosterone.
let's see.
Just
Delta.
badass baller that can't
Gamma
get pussy to
males.
save his life.
Picks things up and just crushes them. No, not again.
Vice grip from jerking off way too much.
Okay, there's the alpha.
Tensile
The
strength of a
gamma
gorilla.
male is a very interesting character. He's seen as having a little bit of other type of man combined in his personality.
I've had a man inside me. I mean,
Yeah.
combined in me.
Yeah.
Same, my doctor just a week ago.
Yeah. Doctor's whole head inside me once.
Yeah.
He's eager. He's aware. He's empathetic.
Oh, never mind. Aware,
Yeah.
eager. That doesn't sound like me.
His ability. He's incredibly aware of how his actions affect others.
Well,
This is like the new version. Do you remember like they used to have those personality tests?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
everyone used to jerk off to like INTJs or whatever the fuck
I
they're
am an
called. I'm
INTJ. Yeah.
Yeah, that's this Sigma male
It's
is
the
just
same
like
as Mr. House. It's like
Yeah.
Dr.
Oh
House.
my
Like,
God.
why the fuck would I want to be
Mr. House.
an alone cripple? Like, why is he he's the pinnacle? He's the top. He's
Please.
the alpha male of the world.
He didn't go
Yeah.
to 7 years of medical school for you to call him
Yeah.
Mr. House.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
Dr. House to
Dr.
you.
House. But why is that their peak? Like, their peak was like
I don't know.
every episode was like, you are alone and you're gonna die alone, you one-legged
Yeah, but-
freak. And people are like,
Fucking drug
hell
addiction.
yeah.
Because he's a badass loner that he's a genius.
Oh, wait, this sounds like me, a Delta male. He's resentful. He's self-sabotaging. He's lonely.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, man.
Uh,
Wow.
What
Oh,
happened
he's
to like
developed
which
trust issues in
Hogwarts
his
house
past.
are you in? You know?
Yeah,
I
It's
know.
like,
Yeah,
which-
we came to the conclusion that I was a Slytherin, and I said
absolutely.
I said Aqua was a Hufflepuff, and he got really upset.
Dude, that's so not cool. It's
I
not
think
true.
You're definitely
I'm
a
such
Hufflepuff,
a
and I think
Ravenclaw.
Poob is a Hufflepuff guy. He doesn't have the
Yeah.
ambition to be
Definitely,
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
definitely Gryffindor,
No,
the
no.
bravery, the
No,
you know.
don't even.
yeah, like a Ron Weasley type. Ron Weasel. No, Ravenclaw
Ron
would be
Weasley
no one
only
here.
got in Gryffindor because
What is Ravenclaw? They don't even
Ravenclaw's
discuss
like the
what
smart.
the
They're
fuck
like
it
the,
is.
Cool
the
kids.
witty. They're not cool. They're like witty little
cool.
nerds. They're like alt kids. You know, basically smoke cigarettes probably,
they do
and they
beat poetry.
listen to fucking the Smiths.
Yeah,
Is what
I
they
don't
do.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm so Ravenclaw. Come
No,
on.
Oh my god, you peaked in Ravenclaw. Now you're a Hufflepuff
Yeah,
like me.
kicked out.
Okay,
You got kicked out.
Hufflepuffs are like badass,
demoted.
like loners. that,
Yeah, we're like Sigma males pretty much.
Sigma males. Yeah, they're fucking
Alpha
Sigma.
males are Gryffindor, Sigma males are Hufflepuff, and
Yeah.
I think that's Delta and Gammas are Slytherin.
Yeah,
That's-
That's it.
I would be happily a Slytherin. I don't give a fuck.
you
Of
and
course
Brian
you
probably,
would.
but you would be like Draco, and Brian would be like one of his little like what?
No, we would be
Gumby
the
and-
fucking two little henchmen to Draco.
You two would be what are their names like Crab
Crab and Goyle. Yeah.
Yeah, crab.
We would be following this vaguely Aryan kid as he arrogantly walks around campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would be like Cedric
Once-
Diggory. And
Once again, you would be
Hufflepuff,
Ron
cool.
Weasley, who
I mean, you do
No.
have the middle part like
do you know
he
how,
did.
Do you know how
Pretty sure
Ron
he
Weasley
does really
got into
dampen it.
Gryffindor? By the way,
Fat cock.
no, the Sorting Hat put Harry Potter in Gryffindor, and then Ron Weasley put on the hat, and he's like, "Oh, you're friends with that guy? I guess you can go ahead and follow him. I guess you're definitely a
mean-
Hufflepuff, but you got friends in Gryffindor. I guess like, come on in."
Hey, knowing the right people's half of it. You
It's
know,
like
that's
when-
not bad.
It's when a bunch of hot chicks have one fat chick in their group, and they're like all going to the club, and they're like, "I guess if you're a fat chick, get on in there with the hot chicks."
Yeah,
You
I
are the
guess.
fat chick.
I'm the fat chick of this podcast. Yeah.
No. I don't know why people are always like Hufflepuff. What the fuck? I don't even know what they do really, but
I
I mean,
don't
it
know.
doesn't seem.
Yeah.
It seems more like when you're like you don't have, anything really going for you.
Yeah.
Throw
John
'em in
Wick
here.
was a Hufflepuff.
John Wick was a Hufflepuff. Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah,
Damn,
and
I
lore.
didn't know that. Yeah.
In the first movie, he does like half of it's him doing like a Harry Potter test.
I'm a Hufflepuff. Damn it.
No, and he keeps redoing it, trying to get Gryffindor, and he keeps getting put in Hufflepuff.
Honestly, every time I do like the Hogwarts Gmod RP, it put me in Hufflepuff every fucking time.
No,
And every time no!
I wanted
it's impossible. It's impossible. Dude, honestly, I
It
think,
must be a mistake. This hat is broken.
Cedric made Hufflepuff cool in the fourth movie?
Was he a
Cedric
puff man?
Diggory was a Gryffindor guy.
No, he wasn't.
Was
He's in Hufflepuff, you idiot.
Are you sure?
That's why
Yeah.
he died.
You idiot. You dumb
Was he?
idiot.
Let's
What?
see.
Cool guys can be in
Oh,
Hufflepuff.
he was in Hufflepuff. Yeah.
He was cooler than Harry Potter. Harry Potter was a dumb little. Oh no, he's going to sacrifice himself. He's a little
Yeah.
fucking nerd. Okay.
He's a fucking.
Hufflepuff, you know what I'm saying? Bunch of
glasses wearing nerd.
Hufflepuff Sigma males.
Yeah.
Wait. What are
Hufflepuff.
what's the slang duffers? What is duffers?
Oh,
mean?
don't call me that. That's our word.
That's the N word for Hufflepuff. You can't
That's
say that.
Hufflepuff's word.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
says reputation I'm on the wiki right now. It says everyone in Hufflepuff are a lot of duffers. It makes it sound like this is the house of twinks.
Yeah.
Like are these?
Yeah.
This is where they send all the
I mean-
vaguely
No, it's
homosexual
cool.
guys.
It's cool poncho wearing pothead guys.
It does say that
the
they're
fuck?
they're really into horticulture and stuff. They
Let's
do
go,
have
dude.
a
They're smoking weed over there.
Yeah, Hufflepuff, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty
They
cool.
value hard work, patience, justice, and loyalty. I mean,
shit.
They're good workers.
It sounds
Yeah.
like wait, what were the
yeah,
characteristics
you know what?
again?
I am a Hufflepuff. Fuck you.
oh, fuck, I just closed out. It was
Yeah.
like
Like good old.
it's like a bunch of shit I'm not really, but close. You know, not really at all.
Great.
It was
Hardworking, patience, fairness, loyalty.
justice, and loyalty.
That makes it
for
sound
all.
like they're growing a lot of pot and they're having you sell it on campus. And they're like, don't rat out the other Hufflepuff guys. Like, it sounds like a fucking gang, like a cartel. And then they
That's,
just got
that's
the,
awesome, dude.
they have the cute little name and everything.
Hey, you know what? Let's take a goddamn house test right now.
Is there a house test?
Should we all
No,
take
they
a house test?
They have a million of these. They have so many.
I wonder
Yeah.
what's the official endorsed, like,
They have the J.K. Rowling
the JK,
official
yeah.
house test.
Set in stone. What you get is what you get. We
Yeah.
need that one.
Are you taking a test? You're off a puff. It's just by filling it out.
Oh, damn.
Oh darn.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys really sound like some millennials right now talking about this Harry Potter talk. I'm still young.
Yeah. What are you like, Gen Z?
I think I don't fucking
Yeah,
care, dude.
he's Gen
This
Z.
is the same
you're
thing
Gen
as
Z.
Sigma males and
Zoomer.
houses.
You
You know how I
what?
know you're a Gen Zer? You sent us a TikTok link earlier, and you're like, check out this. Check out
I don't
this.
think I'm
funny
Gen Z.
That's
I think- Also, people that care too much about this are insane.
Hey,
But I
are
think
you,
Gen Z
what's
is
your-
not what I am.
What's your
Wait, okay,
star
it might
sign? Are you a Taurus?
Me?
He's a Gemini.
Yeah, I'm a
Gemini?
Yeah.
Which
What does
I
that mean? I don't even get it.
God, now we just keep going into
Yeah, I
different
don't wanna
realms
do
of
that.
like
I'm a
many
male
stupid-
Gemini
I've
Taurus.
been meeting a lot of people lately
Yeah.
that are like really into astrology, which is kind of like takes me back, like takes me out of it. But I don't know. I found someone that was like, because most people when they're like, "You're a Gemini," it's like derogatory. I like my birthday. I like the day my birthday falls on.
I looked up
What is-
Gemini, and apparently Draco Malfoy was a Gemini. So maybe me and Brian will be your Crab and Goyle, and you'll be a
Oh, hell
Slytherin,
yeah.
a Slytherin guy.
And you
Let's
are the
go. What are you? What are you guys?
I'm
What's
a
your
Leo.
signs?
Go.
I'm a Leo.
Oh my god, that makes sense.
Why does that make sense? Why does that make sense?
Not
Where's
surprised.
the Leo, anyways?
Yeah.
I'm just like
Leo,
self-centered.
Leo personalities. Barack Obama.
Woo. Hold on. Wait.
You're
I-
not
Daniel
reading,
Radcliffe. Apparently, I'm a Gryffindor. The symbol's
you're
a
not.
lion. It's a lion. Yeah, I'm a fucking
Yeah,
Gryffindor guy.
Leo.
Yeah.
What do I have?
That
Do I have anything
means
cool?
lion.
Wait,
what are
website
you?
on?
What are you, Brian?
Virgo. What is the Virgo
We're
gag? Do I
like
get-
Virgin, am I right? Let me see. this.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Paul Walker.
Oh, okay.
Mother Teresa, wasn't she like an abuser of children? They found out eventually.
Wait, so we
yeah.
got Michael
Virgos are-
Jackson, we got fucking Mother Teresa, 2 abusers.
There's definitely a
logical.
theme there.
You're logical, practical, and systematic in your approach to life, Brian. That sounds like you.
Yeah, that
It
does
sounds
sound like it.
exactly, yeah.
Let's see. Leos are like a crackling fire. Leo's going to be warm, passionate, and dynamic. No.
I thought you were gonna just make up shit.
It says that they're inclusive. Oh, bullshit.
Small
they're strong
hair.
and brave.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what small hair?
Big forehead,
Glasses.
4 eyes,
Huge
fat
forehead.
nerd, fucking
Shit personality.
God, just through proxy, I know.
Terrible
I now know.
bosses, shit pay, small hair, erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Wow, these are hitting all the high notes here.
Masturbation addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
You're an Aquarius, right, Aqua?
No, actually, I'm a Pisces.
You're a
The
Pisces.
great fish people.
I don't know what that means. Really.
What's wrong with that?
No,
I actually
it's
think I asked a girl the other day. I'm like, "What's your least favorite?" And I think she said Pisces.
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like,
Let's see: Justin Bieber and Rihanna, Albert Einstein and Steve Jobs. Okay, you got a wide
And
thing going on there.
Yeah.
If I
think
didn't
that's
know
just
any
the
better,
one-
from all these wide-ranging personalities, you would think that maybe these zodiac things it's kind of like arbitrary.
all dog
really.
shit.
It says
Yeah.
nothing.
You're a badass hero, but you're also a dumb loser. No, it says you're you're sympathetic to the underdog. That does sound accurate, actually.
Yeah.
they're all the same.
you
They
can
are
be
all
vague.
sorted
Anyone can fit into
differently.
anything. It's
I know.
that's the whole.
I hate this shit. I don't get how people
You
fall for this.
born with
It's-
2 feet, probably. Like,
You were
How many
born
mouths
with
do
a
you
baby
have?
heart. And
Yeah, I would like to see like you probably have flat feet for like Gemini or something. That would be a pretty fucking discernible
Yeah.
characteristic trait, you know.
wow, it says Pisces can be vague and escapist. That sounds like Aqua.
That sounds
flaky.
like me. Yeah.
But make up for it by
Don't
by being
listen to
compassionate
Sam
and
saying I'm
intuitive.
flaky.
You
Wait,
are-
best,
are-
Pisces
best
is the
career.
fish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
the best career for a Pisces is a sad
Streamer.
clown.
No way.
Clown. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's
Volunteer
pretty much me.
therapist, Curbside
Have you
fortune
seen
teller,
my
amateur
stream?
poet, sad clown.
Court jester of sorts.
Yeah.
one of them
Please,
on here.
may I make you laugh at my expense? Call
One
me
of them
Dirt
says
Grub.
vapor. It's just- dude, you are, dude. Yeah, I
It
honestly
says
this
that
is pretty
Pisces are
accurate.
the most sensitive of the zodiac.
Holy shit!
I
are
could
you a
see that,
sensitive
yeah.
guy?
Pretty
He has a
sensitive.
dog. That's pretty sensitive. Do you have a dog?
I
thought
cry
you-
a lot after I talk to Sam.
What's your wait, Aqua? This will prove it all to be true. What's your wife's sign?
Oh, the Scorpio.
Hmm. Well, it says a Taurus would be your best bet, but okay.
Well, that just means he's gonna get a divorce eventually.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, sorry,
Yeah.
Aqua. I hate
Sorry, the
to.
internet says we don't love each other. We should
I'm sorry
cut
you had to
this
find
off
out
before
this
it gets
way.
further.
Are
Yeah.
Pisces good kissers? They're the best kissers in the zodiac.
Oh,
Oh,
Whoa.
shit.
No. What the fuck?
All right, that's
Oh
it.
my
All right, we got to test that out.
No,
Come
We're all
on.
gonna
right.
make out with Aqua on the camping trip. We're gonna see if that's true.
Be my first kiss. Can't wait. Finally can show off my skills that I've known I've had since
Wow.
birth.
The least compatible sign with mine is a Pisces or a Virgo. Brian and Aqua. Wow, look at that. We could
What
never
are you
be.
even doing
Two
here?
bearded people.
We could never be a couple.
I can see that.
Ooh,
Just
I'd like to try.
both of you so indecisive and everything.
My soulmate is a Leo.
What do you
Wow.
What do you want for dinner, Poog?
Oh,
I don't know.
Sam.
What do you want?
My most
Your
compatible
soulmate's a
sign
Leo.
is a Leo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their fiery energy brings excitement to the relationship.
That's what you know what it's I've always
You
thought
guys
it, like,
hate each other.
No, we fight
Yeah.
all the time, but
No,
it's one of those
fiery.
The
constant
makeup
fights,
set.
like the storm on Mars. You know, it's constantly
Yeah.
roiling. For 95 years, we would have these angry fights, but we'd love each other to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I could
it
see
says that Gemini and a Leo would fuck like animals. It says that argument. Whoa.
Yeah.
It seems like
Nothing
a lot to
brings
put on
a-
the front page. Oh,
On Wikipedia, hate fucking is right there at the top. Yeah.
Luna Lovegood, and she's in. What
Your
is she in?
VR set
Harry
must be a
Potter.
Leo.
She's a
'cause-
Gemini too. She's a Ravenclaw.
Man.
Yeah, no, the videos I watch must be of a Leo birth sign because it gets pretty nuts.
Oh God.
All right. You guys want to call it here?
Yeah. Yes.
Do we want to do
Yes,
a proper
please.
outro?
Yeah. You want to like advertise the gamer hole or anything,
Yeah.
Give him some-
or
I
your
got
stream?
a podcast.
Some airtime.
Yeah, I stream on Twitch.
How
I
many
got a
people
couple
are on that
YouTube
podcast?
channels. We got 4 people, just like here.
Yeah. Plus a
You
guest.
know? Yeah. Sometimes we have a guest where we swap at someone out and bring on a guest. There's 4 people.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's called the
Yes,
Gamer
yeah.
Hole. I check out Papa Poob on Twitch.
Or
Look at his eyes. He's so happy.
Also
Or
buy
check
some
out-
stickers
Yeah.
from
Yeah, buy-
papapoob.com.
.com. Yep. Thank you. Wow, that was what a terrific guest.
Yeah.
Another pleasurable time having Aqua with us.
This was fun. Thank you guys for having me.
The end.
Wow, this made Jimmy's episode look like shit.